Am I the a-hole for calling the police on my roommates after they broke into my room? So, I, 22F, live with two roommates, one 22F, the other 23F, and we've had some tension lately. I've always been a private person, so I make it a point to keep my room door closed when I'm not there. The trouble started a few weeks ago when one of my roommates, let's call her Rachel, started borrowing my things without asking. I don't mind sharing occasionally, but Rachel would take stuff without telling me, and when I confronted her about it, she'd either deny it or get defensive. After a couple of weeks of this, I decided to check with our landlord to make sure it was okay to put a lock on my bedroom door. He said it was fine as long as it wasn't an issue with the door frame, so I went ahead and installed it. I felt like it was the only way to keep my things safe, especially after I noticed some of my personal items were moved or misplaced. Fast forward to a few days ago, I came home from work and noticed that the door to my room was wide open. Immediately, I got this sinking feeling. My laptop, which I had left on my desk, was missing, as well as my Nintendo Switch. I called Rachel and my other roommate and asked if they had been in my room. Rachel acted surprised but also defensive and just seemed concerned, asking if everything was okay. I was furious. I knew that the only way my door would be open was if someone had broken in, and at this point, I was pretty sure I knew who it was. I went into my room and searched for my laptop and Switch, but they were gone. After some back and forth with Rachel, I realized that she had taken them without permission. When I confronted her, she admitted to borrowing them for a few days, but didn't think it was a big deal. At that point, I was beyond frustrated. I told Rachel that I didn't appreciate her violating my privacy, and I was done trying to sort things out on my own. I called the police to report that my property had been stolen and that I felt unsafe in my own home. The police showed up, and after hearing my side of things and talking to Rachel, they advised her to return the laptop and Switch and apologized for the inconvenience. The laptop was returned, but the Switch wasn't, and she claimed that she didn't know I owned a Switch. She seemed to think I was overreacting, and some of my friends have also been saying that I might have taken things too far by involving the cops. Now, I'm feeling conflicted. I honestly didn't expect things to escalate this much, but I felt like I had no choice. I'm just so tired of being taken advantage of in my own home. But at the same time, I feel bad because now things are super awkward with Rachel, and the police involvement might have been too dramatic. So, am I the a-hole for calling the police on my roommate after she went into my room without permission and took my devices?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. You need to place a camera in your room, preferably hidden and facing the door, and call the cops if or when she breaks in again. Ask your friends what they'd have done in your situation, and when they admit they can't think of anything, tell them to shut up.
Info: what is the reason the police did not arrest either of your friends, and they failed to return the Switch?
OP replied,
Pending investigation, they couldn't find the Switch in the house besides my other roommate's one, so until they find it, no arrests can be made.